In 1961, Walt Disney hired tiny Helen Klein to be Disneyland's first Tinkerbell, and she was 70 years old at the time. Can you imagine being 70 years old and gliding down from the top of the Matterhorn to Sleeping Beauty's castle, using only your teeth to hold you to the glide wire? Helen Klein, or Tiny Klein, or Helen Deutsch, which was her birth name, got her start in the circus. She was a Barnum and Bailey circus performer before she was hired by Disneyland to be their first Tinkerbell. She specialized in the aerial iron jaw act, which she learned in the circus, where she would be suspended up in the air, hanging on only by her mouth on a long glide wire. It helped that she was very tiny and very lightweight, but still she must have had very strong teeth and a very strong mouth. Can you imagine? Klein was born in Hungary on June 21st, 1891, and died July 5th, 1964, here in Los Angeles at the age of 73. So just 3 years after she started working as Tinkerbell at Disneyland. Do any of you remember watching Tinkerbell fly or glide down from the Matterhorn to the Sleeping Beauty castle? I seem to remember watching her do that. I mean, it was so long ago. I'm not positive, but for some reason I feel like I did see her do that while we were at Disneyland on one of our visits to Disneyland when I was a kid. She's laid to rest right here in a section that I've never visited before, here at Inglewood Park Cemetery. Fortunately, her Find a Grave memorial page did have a GPS because the section is enormous. And it took me a little while to find her, but I did. And it's a pretty nice headstone. It looks like it's probably, it looks fairly new, so maybe it's been replaced. The fact that she's Tinkerbell makes sense that she probably has a lot of fans and a lot of visitors, and they probably wanted to make sure that she had a really nice headstone. She died in 1964, so that was over 50 years ago. So this must be a new headstone. It looks pretty nice. It looks relatively new. As you can see, it's very shiny, so it's reflecting the sky and the trees and the leaves, making it a little bit difficult to read, but I'll move around a little bit so hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can read her name. I always love it when actors or people who are really well known for cartoon characters or some other character have the names of their better known characters inscribed on their headstones. So I was really happy to see that Tinkerbell has her inscription here along with tiny Helen Klein. This week I want to give a shout out and a very big thank you to my newest Patreon supporter, Blaine McCafferty. Thank you so much, Blaine, for your extra generous donation to my channel. It's very appreciated. Until our next trip to the cemetery together, thanks for sharing the memories, everybody.